Ladies and gentlemen, today, oh my word, we're going to be reacting to one of the most insane videos you will see in quite some time. This was uploaded by Turning Point UK, all credit to them. It is titled Exposing Insane Views at a Trans Rights Rally. And this is what happened. Oh yeah, and make sure to leave a like rating. Let's get into it. I apologize in advance.
You don't know.
This means anyone who's not trans.
Okay, anyone who's not trans. So cis obviously means same in German or something like that. Do you not feel like some women do not identify with that label and they can find it offensive?
A lot of women.
Maybe.
Wow.
Is that a dinosaur?
Yeah, fair enough.
Is that...
Sorry, are you going to be showing this around? Because I'm not sure I'm going to consent to the use of my...
You're the one that made the dinosaur one, so...
Oh, no, I'll do a second one.
Oh, yeah, go on, please.
I'll do a
Another
one.
dinosaur.
Which one's that?
What dinosaur's that?
I don't know all of them.
You do T-Rex? Because I'm not being funny, but I know it sounds mainstream, that's my favourite dinosaur.
Of course, yeah.
Arms as well.
Nah, I got the sign.
I can hold it for you if you like.
Listen, I'm not very comfortable. Would you mind moving away from me?
What have I just seen? These are the people like that who tell us what not to say and what we can say. It's crazy, isn't it? And I love how they came out with, oh yeah, can you move away from me because I don't feel comfortable right now. Yet they're supposed to feel comfortable with you acting like a dinosaur. You know, during the times of the dinosaurs, there was a massive asteroid. I think we need another one. I don't know why, that just reminds me of this from Lord of the Rings.
I shouldn't have said that.
But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Non-binary is valid and they will scream and shout about it. Seems pretty normal, right?
Okay guys, we're at the Trans Activist UK protest that's moved from Parliament Square to opposite Downing Street. They're not facing Downing Street, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on. We are edified almost immediately if we look at some of the signs. But one might pop up in a second, says the future is trans. We're here because ultimately the LGBTQ plus alphabet people community want a total ban on conversion therapy. Conversion therapy in real terms means that a 12-year-old or a 15-year-old or a 16-year-old could get counselling to say, do you really want to do this? Do you really want to get involved with this? Seems completely legitimate and fair to me. Under 18, they're saying no, that's not okay. So they're saying they want fair, equal, inclusive, and equal rights, and promoting diversity and hashtag be kind, etc. Whilst we see placards saying trans is the future.
So as of this moment, I'm going to create a time machine, and just in case that does become the future, we can all go backwards. Sounds great.
So let's cut to it, right? Over 18, anyone can do what they want, but under 18...
Sharon Osbourne?
If an 8-year-old, for example, caught wind of some of the movement and said to mum and dad, I want to go and do this, what are your thoughts? Do you think the state should pay for it, and do you think it should be accepted?
Absolutely. What are you talking about, though? I mean,
If a child, so under 18, if a child caught...
well, are you talking children? Are you talking under 8-year-olds, or are you talking adolescents? Are you talking, all of these things are matters of degree. Nobody suggests that. In fact, I'm starting to be uncomfortable about this. I'm going away.
It's always the case. They don't really know what they're on about half the time. They're just following what everybody else says. So when you pose a pretty normal question to them, they panic. There is a simple answer. Under 18s should not be going through this. Under 18s should not be told, yes, if you think you're all the opposite gender, that's okay and that's cool and you should go down XYZ road. Nah.
So what does your next mean?
It's not violence, but it's like... it's a symbol of a process of having your rights taken away. We have an easy target.
Okay.
So...
Okay, so you feel like you're an easy target. How do you feel like you're an easy target?
well, we're a minority comprised of minorities.
Right.
Sorry, if you speak a bit louder, my love.
I wasn't really looking to attend a press conference or anything.
They always look the same. It's always the same attire, just a mask covering their face.
Say, for instance, somebody had a child, they were 9 years old, and they were questioning their gender. Would you affirm that, or would you in any way scrutinize it or question it?
I would affirm it. I might have some questions so that I could better understand. but I would affirm their choices of how they wanted to present themselves to the public.
Okay.
Okay. That okay was probably one of the most sarcastic okays I've ever heard. Wow, she would go along with a child telling them they're the opposite gender. This is the time we're in, ladies and gentlemen. Scary times.
Just really disappointed, guys, because what we wanted to do is we wanted to genuinely get some education here. Why is there a sign up? It's really important, guys. Why is there a sign up saying trans is the future? But both the organiser and then two of their Mickey Mouse wannabe journalist types came up to us and they started circling us. They put pressure on us. They were intimidating us. They were talking over us. There's no be kind. There was no look. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. This is a cult, okay? They're not okay with any opinion other than their own. And then they get really nasty when you start asking good questions. And they start saying things like, no 8-year-old is having surgery. No one's saying that. What about puberty blockers then? What about drag queens in schools? This is a fascistic ideology that says if you're not with us, and they said, look, you're here to out us. We said, no, look, we want to learn. And genuinely, guys, we do. We want to learn. They won't talk to us. They won't educate us.
So this must have been filmed before the puberty blockers ban came into the UK, so now under 18s can no longer be prescribed puberty blockers. Now that's pretty good, right? That's common sense. Yet there are genuinely people out there who are upset by this. That just tells you all you need to know. They're not there to have a respectful conversation with you because, as always, as soon as you challenge them, as soon as you say anything that they disagree with, that's it.
Shouldn't be asking people to change who they truly are. Like, why are you stepping on people's right to do what they...
Well, we know the ban is for people under 18. So what would you say if you had like a younger sibling who was 8 and questioning their gender? Would you affirm it or would you question it in any way?
Well, I think I would listen to them and have a conversation and help them, discover what's right for them.
Absolutely. Do you believe in the use of puberty blockers? For minors?
Yeah, I think...
In the UK at the moment, they can be prescribed for minors.
So again, before the puberty blocker ban came into effect.
The idea that you're slowing down puberty, so you're not, if you're born a woman but you feel you're a man, right? You slow down puberty.
Yes, I agree. That's important.
What's your opinion on puberty blockers, for instance, for people who have not reached puberty yet? Should we administer it or not?
Well, this is something they'd asked for. This is not something I know too much about.
Okay, so puberty blockers just prevent people from going through puberty. It delays puberty, basically. And there's been studies linked to the use of puberty blockers and osteoporosis, a bone disease.
I think I can see why. It's the transition. I mean, I guess that's the risk you take. But, we should still administer it.
Do you think we should advise maybe young kids that might not always be the best decision?
I think we should tell them you might experience side effects, but go for it.
Do you think at 8 years old they're capable enough to comprehend those risks?
Perhaps. I think that depends on each individual, but I'd say so.
So do you think maybe the ban on conversion therapy could provide some exceptions? In some instances, at least.
Well, banning conversion therapy at all is good, no matter what.
But conversion therapy includes that, questioning people, making them sure that they fully understand what the risks are associated with taking puberty blockers, for instance.
Well, the concept of conversion therapy is okay, but the way it's done, it's not helping people, it's brainwashing them to be a certain way.
I think it's brainwashing.
I'm not sure if you know, but many survivors testify how they've been electroshocked, putting cold or extreme...
We can all agree that that's absolutely awful, that should never have happened, but that doesn't happen anymore. What happens now is people are just being counselled. Conversion therapy is basically just counselling. Maybe it's just a phase.
That's not true. People are still being sent to these camps. And
not in England. Not in Britain. Not here. Unless you know someone.
I've heard survivors. That's the only reason I'm saying it. If it's changed in the last 2 days, then great. I'm all up for it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. You look amazing.
Can I just say,
thank you.
Do you have the what's on the back? What's on the back? Is it an A?
It's an anarchy.
What does?
Oh, you're an anarchist.
What does that? Sorry, what does that mean?
The anarchy symbol symbolizes that we don't want the government that's in place. We want a community, and we run we run the country. We determine what's right and wrong.
Yeah, the inmates definitely run the show now, don't they, ladies and gents? This is how genuinely people feel about things. They want children to be able to access, you know, things like puberty blockers. Thankfully, they can't any longer. We have people making dinosaur sounds. We have furries. We have a man that looks like Sharon Osbourne. He doesn't even know what he's on about. We have somebody who is an anarchist. It looks like a cult, doesn't it? Yeah, you're always the bad one. You're the one that's in the wrong if you question anything. You know what I think this is? It is a group of lost individuals who are looking for some sort of purpose in life, and they've gone down the wrong road, and they've all come together and they think this now is their purpose. They make this the most important thing in their lives, to go down this road, and they want people who feel the same to join them. And then it would come as no surprise, you know, when they make all of this their whole identity, they get upset because that's all they care about. That's all they think about 24/7, and they always act like the victims. You know, they claim to be this marginalized group, yet this small group of very lovely, stunning, and brave people are dictating how society is ran. How is that even fair? How is that even possible? And everybody is so scared to go against it. Everybody's so scared to question anything, even when they're acting like what we just saw. Man, I don't know what's going on in this world any longer, but this video here that Turning Point UK uploaded just proves we're living in a clown world. And we need help. Come back, please. We're all waiting. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Comment on this video, share this video around, follow my socials down below in the description. But until next time, it has been your host JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace. I still can't wrap my head around about what I just saw.